Kevin, I think what we'll do is try to mow this area here. You can see I started some of it with the flail the other night before it got dark.
Okay.
Yeah, Christy did let me drive the flail and she went home. She didn't seem like she wanted to, but she did let me. Even though everybody in the comments voted for her to get to drive, well, I just boxed her a time or two. No, I didn't.
I was just being nice.
But what I thought we would do is mow all this that hasn't been mowed. If we can, we'll you know, if we can get most of this area here over to those trees and mow around those little trees there, and then that's where we'll try to use the brush mulcher if we have time.
Okay, on the trees.
Oh yeah, that's what we'll try to mulch down with the mulcher.
Awesome. Okay.
I thought you'd be excited about that.
We can grind them up to nothing.
Okay, I don't think you need a whole lot more structure. I run wide open throttle.
Okay.
The main test of this is to see how this 3039R handles this TS10. Let's get started.
All right, we'll do it.
We're cutting it about the length of my finger. That's probably low enough. Now it looks like it's a little higher in that other area. I've mowed that other area with my finish mower. That was part of the path that we have all the way from our house. So I mowed that with the mid-mount mower on Johnny. Really big stuff there. That's a nice looking tractor, Christy. I think that would look great on our property and in our shed. Thankfully, you don't have a microphone right now, so I can say whatever I want. Unfortunately, you're the editor, so you can also edit that out, can't you? See if you can trim up a little bit around there, just for... Another big rock here about this far out of the ground. It would be horrible to hit that with a mower. And even you Pennsylvanians would say this one's big. It's just the part that I can see is this big around. And if I remember right, I was in here with a loader or something last year about this time. Tried to dig it out a little bit and I gave up. It would be more effort than it's probably worth for me to dig it out. This mower sticks out a lot further behind you than what you expect, and when you turn, it cuts the corner on you. I believe every single strip here, he's skipped just a little bit. I pointed it out to him after the third time or so, and he kind of shook his head and saw it. It's just a lot further back than what you expect.
Where's the Gator?
First thoughts?
Wow,
Really?
that's a mower.
Yeah.
The most I put behind it's my 5 foot
Okay.
single spindle
This is
cutter.
twice the mower. Yeah.
Yes, I can feel the tractor work.
Yeah.
I'm putting the ponies to work.
Yeah. Now you're running wide open throttle?
Yes.
Okay. I only noticed, I believe, one time where I felt you really had to really slow down to keep from stalling the tractor.
And I think we were cutting too low for it.
Oh, okay.
I was getting pretty close to the ground.
Have you been raising up?
I raised up on a couple spots. I knew that the ground had a high center.
Oh, okay, okay.
And it was dragging the mower.
Oh,
down.
okay. You were actually plowing with it.
The one spot back there where you heard it really lug down, it
was in the dirt.
It was in the dirt. So
Okay.
as I brought the mower up, then
Yeah, that makes
then
sense.
it pulled forward.
That makes sense. I was teasing you about the strips you missed. It follows a long way behind you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It cuts the corner a long way behind you.
I'm used to the 3-point and basically the width of my tires, and I can tell where I'm at. I'm trying to find a new mark, and then wearing the turns to adjust my mark so I don't leave what Dad used to call a holiday.
Oh, is that what he called it?
Yeah, a holiday. He said, don't leave any holidays out there.
That sort of makes sense, I guess. He thinks you're on holiday instead of working. Well, it it honestly sort of looks like you're on holiday today. You're out here playing.
Don't tell him I'm having lots of fun.
I think what it is with those wheels is that the mower here is closer to you, but the actual wheels, which are defining the length of your, might call it trailer,
Right.
are at the furthest back point.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and so it really does cut the corner on you.
And mowing a tight spot like this would be, almost a disadvantage for a mower like this. Whereas if I could cut all the way across and make my turn, then I'd be making the most of the real estate.
But you can, like in this section here, you can learn to exaggerate more.
Yes.
Right, like you're lapping a foot here, you would have exaggerated out more, just like you're driving a truck and trailer or semi-tractor or any rig, you learn to exaggerate. Likewise, when you're leaving the skips, you would learn to kind of get a little closer as you go around, and it just takes time on that.
Yeah.
The time where I find it maybe a disadvantage is when I'm trying to trim.
Yes.
It takes a little longer to trim. And I'm seeing you get a little more courage. You're like, I think I'll try that this time. I think I'll try that. Okay, we talked before about the grass behind the tractor tires.
I like it. I don't see that pronounced tri-track through the field. And I think as the field grew back up, you wouldn't see it.
So the tractor track would be right in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we can, you think, well, it might be covered up by the grass, the cut grass, but I don't really see much. It just doesn't lay down and stay down, does it? It seems to me like the mower picks it back up, cuts it.
Well, and it's smaller pieces too. I don't have the windrow.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, I use my cutter a lot in the fall on my trails to mulch leaves.
Okay.
And it will actually discharge them to the side. And
All one side.
I can use that to
move
move the leaves, and I just work my way across and move the leaves completely off the path.
Yeah, this one distributes most of the grass pretty much evenly across the center section. It's nothing on the outside sections, but it's on the center section.
And I don't see big lumps.
No.
There is, there's nothing that would kill off the grass underneath per se. Where it was even taller, that looks nice. It's impressive.
You gonna let me try a little bit?
Yes, certainly.
Christy, this is dangerous.
I know it is.
This is my beloved 3R, my dream tractor. Christy, you kidnap him while I'm on the tractor.
He knows where we live.
And
Do you have the air seat?
Spring.
Oh, okay.
It's spring.
And you were running in A.
It gave me a little more
Power, control, or whatever?
consistency.
Okay.
I was at about 1,200 RPM when I engaged the PTO, and it didn't even squat.
I think it might do it at idle.
We can try it. Gotta love that horsepower.
A lot of low end torque, doesn't it?
Yep.
And it runs pretty quiet too. The whole rig's quiet. We can talk over it.
Yeah. My dream is to have a place big enough to need a batwing mower like that.
I'm sorry to say that you're not going to be able to take this home.
Just one call to my chief financial officer, and I'm sure we can work out a deal.
No, this is really nice. I'm not going to take all the fun here. I'm going to let you finish off this section.
Well, maybe we ought to see if Christy wants to get a turn.
I don't know. She might want to turn. I don't know. You can try it if you want, Christy.
Why not?
It's interesting getting to watch the tractor from this perspective too. I've never seen it, you know,
From with somebody else driving it.
yeah, you know, just on its own out there.
I thought I scooted you forward.
Well, you may have, but it's so high.
Bounce.
Oh, may have to crank the.
There you go. It's got a sticking spot. Even I have to bounce on it.
Really?
Yeah. Crank down the
Yeah, so right now it's hard to reach the pedals.
tension a little bit. I've got it up there all the way for my triple cheeseburger.
Any other thoughts on the mower?
I want one of those mowers. What's need have to do with it?
Yeah. Need is only a term you use when you talk to the finance committee. I need one of those.
She knows me better than that by now. That doesn't work.
I think mine does too.
It's night and day different over a standard little single spindle cutter.
Yeah.
The blades are in less than ideal condition. And it's still cutting
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah, we should have showed the blades to the viewers. These are the original blades I've had, so all the big heavy stuff I've run over on any of the videos you've seen, including the rocks I've hit, well,
Yeah.
they're original.
But it's solid, but it doesn't overwhelm the tractor. It's almost a perfect size.
I really do think it's about the perfect match. I always thought a 3046R would be the perfect match for this particular mower.
I think if you really gotten some really heavy stuff.
Yeah, heavy fescue is really hard to pull when it gets matted down together. I wish I had a way that we had some heavy pulling to see if we thought that this machine would pull it better than the 2038R. Because they're supposed to be similar horsepower, but my gut tells me that this one is pulling it better.
It's really solid, but it also feels more like a tractor with it behind the.
Yeah.
It's working.
Yeah, you keep saying that, and that's interesting how you picked up on that.
Well, diesels like to work, and I think this is a very happy diesel right now.
She's kind of thought a 3R would be a good tractor for us. In fact, we bought one once, you know.
You did? Oh.
We thought we owned it for a week or two.
That's right, yes.
But no.
So what do you think about the 3R?
I like it. My only issue is the seat. I'm a little short. I had to scoot up. Even with the seat all the way forward, I had to scoot up and so I could press the forward reverse pedal. But they probably have a solution for that. Yours has a spring. Maybe they would have an air ride or something.
They do make an air ride.
Okay, yeah. I think that would, but...
I think it comes on the cab model.
Oh, well, we may need the cab model then.
Keep going, Kevin. Keep going.
It drives so easily, and it's more narrow than like his 5 Series. So I'm comfortable with the tractor because it's hydrostat. It's just like our 1 and 2 Series. I really like the tractor. I didn't say you could go buy one. I don't think I did too bad for my first time with a 10-foot mower.
No, you did good.
It's hard to get used to where you turn and to turn right enough with it. But it was fun.
Okay, Kevin, your summary on that mower? You gonna let me keep it?
I don't know. If you're not watching too careful, I might leave the ballast box in the yard. I'm thinking
Ballast box for the TS10.
I think it'll fit on the trailer.
I'm not so sure that's a very good trade for me. Now, if it's a heavy hitch, fully configured with weights, you know, you might, no. You need one of these.
I do. I also need lots of property to use it on.
You know, that's a good problem to have. That's exactly what we did. We got tractors, and I said, Christy, we don't have a big enough property to handle all these tractors. She even let me get a bigger property.
Well, I can say the same for my wife, because we got a bigger property and then I needed a bigger tractor.
The problems just continue to multiply.
Bigger property. But this is one great piece of equipment. It's solid. Rhino did a really good job with this mower.
Worth a drive from Kentucky to get to try it out?
Certainly. Absolutely.
We got one more piece of equipment to try out in our next episode, but I thank you for letting us play with this 3R for a little while.
And I thank you.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.